Good evening. My name is Chris Dowd, and I'm proud to serve as the current chair of the Board of Trustees of the Northeast Kidney Foundation. And I'd like to welcome you this evening to our annual trustee recognition event.
Hi, welcome everybody. Chris, thank you. We are so proud this evening to be honoring what we consider two very underappreciated individuals that have contributed so much to our community.
I met Karen some 20 years ago when she became the academic vice president and provost at the University at Albany. I enjoyed meeting her, working with her very much, and I think she really came into her own when the Giants were considering moving here to the area. And she led that effort, and she developed a very close relationship with the Mara family and with a lot of the folks in Giants management. And that really opened up the university to this community and vice versa. It was critical in making the university part of the community, I think for almost the first time.
I knew Karen before she became president of UAlbany, and I don't even remember today what the context was. But I remember how thrilled I was when she was appointed president, and actually went to the inauguration and sat in the audience and listened to her talk. She described her purpose or her mission while she was the leader at the university to engage the university and the community together in almost a collaboration. She didn't see the university as an isolated pillar, but rather as a part of the fabric of a community.
Over the years, I've come to know Dr. Hitchcock as a very progressive thinker. Having come from Chicago, from big universities, big cities, she became very active with the chambers, with the Center for Economic Growth, and she was very instrumental in helping this community be put on the map globally.
You can't meet Karen without knowing that you've met someone really special. She contributes to our community in ways that can't even be measured. She's a philanthropist to the highest order. She has a true love for mankind. I mean, she's the kind of person that leaders in our community try and emulate. So I'm thrilled that she's getting this award, and I'm so happy that I can call her my friend.
Well, I think I met Jim Morrell actually through Father Young. As you know, Jim has an immense interest in the community, and particularly in helping the people who are struggling and underserved. And of course, Father Young, dealing with ex-cons, people who are drug and alcohol addicted, basically being a street priest, was on the ground in the trenches, and Jim was a person who could provide practical solutions to tough practical problems. And I remember meeting together with Father Young and Jim helping him address a variety of the practical issues that he was facing. And in the process, we got talking, and Jim says, you know, we ought to get together over lunch. and we've done that periodically now for a number of years. And it's always enjoyable, it's always fun, because a lot of people don't appreciate Jim's tremendous sense of humor.
Jim has got a heart of gold and was willing to participate financially in several different organizations. When I joined the Kidney Foundation 10 years ago, Jim was one of the first to step up and help me grow this organization to what it is today. So Jim, I can't thank you enough, you and your family, for your significant support, and I want you to know that it's truly appreciated by all of us.
He is someone who gives unwavering support when he is behind you, when he's on the board. And the causes that he's involved in are ones that the whole community benefits when Jim gets involved. So I'm thrilled that he's getting this honor, and I'm so happy to know him.
I'm very honored to be asked to comment and to reflect on Jim and Karen, both of whom are wonderful honorees. Jim, to me, is humble, incredibly competent, and wonderful human being who the Capital District is very lucky to have. We also, in Karen Hitchcock, had a wonderful opportunity to see an accomplished woman lead a major university, do a phenomenal job during a period of growth, distinguish herself in her personal career, become a pretty accomplished radio host to a wonderful program with Alan Chartock, and to go on to be an influential person throughout the country. So I think these are two wonderful honorees, two wonderful people, and I'm very honored to be able to make some comments about them.
Karen, I'm so pleased, so proud that you're being recognized. I think of you often. I think of Murray as well. And for those of you who don't know, Murray was Karen's husband. I always called him the Murr. And he was a delightful person. We all miss him very much, but we're also so pleased that Karen's come back to the area.
One of the things that of great interest to me, and of course the foundation, is the dialysis fund for children. Many children have renal disease, secondary or primary, in other words, secondary to another disease. They get chemotherapy, they have something that affects and damages their kidneys, hemolytic uremic syndrome, something like that, and end up with renal failure. So these children are on dialysis and ultimately have to have a transplant. This is expensive, this is demanding of families, this is a challenge. So I think the Kidney Foundation does a phenomenal job of, number one, in educating the public, number two, in doing the testing.
In closing, I'd just like to urge everyone in the community to support the Kidney Foundation and related nonprofits. They do so much good to contribute to the health of this community, and I would hope that we all find it within our hearts that we would support them as generously as we can.
I can't thank you all enough for coming here this evening and supporting us. The Children's Dialysis Fund is very near and dear to my heart. We have some 40 to 50 kids now in the region on dialysis waiting for transplants, and dialysis is a very, very expensive proposition. So again, thank you all for your support.